Yeah, so another thing that I saw was Serena. You know, she's been.
I was sitting down when you started.
You were. That's why I started. But you want to mess things up so I can start over. We can do that too.
Hey guys.
We're back.
Yes, we're back.
Back again.
I think it might be like episode 55. I feel like it is.
It's like I have no idea. I don't keep up with the numbers.
I'm just saying I think it is.
Oh, okay.
But you're listening to 20 Something and Living with Krista.
And Therese.
Yes. What?
Nothing.
We do want to say that we are fully aware of the fact that it's only one episode on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
We are having so many problems.
A lot of
Actually, the
issues.
devil was really at work last week. Not 2 weeks ago. Our audio was messing up too. So,
Right.
if
So
you
if you
notice,
listen to the last
I'm
episode,
sorry.
you know, we eventually just had to put it up like that. We had it ready.
It was
the day that
up
we're
when
gonna
it was
put it up.
supposed to be up, and then it was like I was like listening to it, I'm like, Trish, you need to take this down. I was like,
And then it was like, we couldn't fix it.
and
It
then
was
Teresa
that
was like,
was
well, I have
wrong.
another way I can get it, and then that way didn't work, and
Right.
then I was like, okay, well, what's the equal? What's the word I'm trying to go? What's the solution? Like,
Nothing.
and then I was like, just put it back up. Like it needs to go up. So it sounds fine after Hot Topics, but for some reason, the entertainment just sounds really goofy, and we're having all issues in the world with audio, with the video. I don't know why it worked so smooth when we did like the little clips.
Oh,
Before-
before that first episode didn't work smoothly.
But
works.
you got it up there.
Mhm.
But like the
So-
second episode, there was one episode we couldn't even get up. So
Right.
I'm so sorry.
That one you won't ever see. You can listen to it, but
But
you
then
won't ever
there's
see
another.
it.
But then the one after that we do have. We're just having issues. Like we cannot get it up. Like I don't know. We're just like the way we're filming might not be the right way.
Right.
We did research. Like we
Right.
talked to people and they said the way that we're recording this works. But you know what? I don't know.
But we working on it.
It is what it is. We are fully aware. It will be up, right, Therese?
You
Therese is in charge of that.
You better ask the internet or iMovie or my computer.
Therese is in charge of that. I also want to say we have not been pubbing these, but we have an intern or a freelancer, whatever name you want to give her. And she's been writing some articles, and they're actually on the website at 20sno.com. She wrote one about, I think her name's Molly, the girl who was killed by the illegal immigrant. His name is Molly Feebles.
Mhm.
I feel like that's wrong. But
I
she
don't know
wrote,
her name, but I know what you're talking about.
yeah, she wrote an article about that, and I was like, this is good. You know, like I was
Go ahead.
and then she wrote she's writing a few, so that's what she really loves writing. So like she's getting our articles up. So yeah,
So
we
check
really
out
are
our
trying to come
website.
to y'all. We are fully. You don't think that we sleeping? It's just like Therese. I don't know with them videos.
Oh, it sounds like you just said Therese. First of all,
I mean, my articles are up,
yeah, the article you didn't write. What you mean?
but I have to edit them and post them.
Well, Krista, this editing process might take a little bit more than a reread and a post.
Don't shade like that. That's
What?
people's whole jobs.
Well, Krista, you just tried to shade me on this. You know,
I was
trying
just
to
playing.
get this
I was just playing. I told,
episode up.
before the episode, I said, so when the old episode gonna be up? No, I said the new one.
And I was like, oh, I mean,
hopefully soon. I'm
Right,
like,
hopefully
soon. The new one coming out today.
oh, I was like, I thought you meant that one.
It's like
So-
no, but yeah, the audio will be up on time. That's no issue.
Yeah.
It's the video. We really struggling. And y'all, like I said, we 20 something, so that might have something to do with it. But yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
So so the lineup. We'll always do entertainment, then we get into hot topics, then we do an article, and then lastly we do Godspiration. I don't know if you had anything that you wanted to talk about briefly.
Nope.
We usually talk about something at the beginning. I saw Meek Mill. We went to Philadelphia.
Oh,
We
yeah. I
did.
guess I was going to talk about that in the entertainment booth.
Oh, you did? Yeah, we did. And Therese was. If you couldn't hear it, but it was so funny on the last podcast. I was like, so we going to see Made in America, and Therese was like, Krista, don't make me talk about something I don't need to be talking about on this podcast.
Right.
But we did go.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, we got scammed.
We went to one, yeah.
We lost a lot of money this weekend.
But for real, though.
Like
And we're not living a life where we can just throw money
I
away.
know. Like somebody scammed us for some tickets, and then
Yeah.
Therese over here clowning with Groupon. I lost the tickets.
I'm about to say, I love how she said somebody clowned us with tickets, and then Therese was clowning. You lost those tickets. Groupon played me, and then
it was like
I would have never used Groupon.
We were supposed. I said to Therese, I said we should use Groupon, but make sure you read that fine print.
No, she said make sure you be careful. So to me, I'm like, oh,
I told her, I said one time my boss took me out to dinner. This was a long time ago, and she used Groupon. And they were like, we don't take those at this time. So I was like, you need to be careful because they were. I guess I wasn't specific. So she buys Groupon.
I bought like a $60 Groupon or something.
Yeah. And
it was like, I can't remember, what did we buy it for?
A tour. You bought it for a tour.
Oh, a food tour.
And then you had to go on the actual site to use the Groupon, and they were sold out.
Right, and they were like, oh, Saturday is sold out or whatever. And then it was like, okay, well, what are we gonna do with this Groupon?
But they didn't let you get your money back. They were like,
right, you can trade it in.
Trade it in for 24 hours. So,
right.
So then every 24 hours, Therese is buying stuff.
Right, I was like, I gotta buy something to get us through the next 24 hours of what we're gonna do.
The only thing that we were able to do was to pay for an African American museum.
And give somebody a free brunch.
Yeah, we gave somebody. Literally, Teresa found a nice brunch spot.
Yeah, it was good. We drove down there after church and everything. And of course, they want to be closed.
You pulled that door and it was closed. And I'm like...
On the Sunday before Labor Day for the holiday, they closed.
So
it's
yeah,
like, really?
We for real lost like $150 this weekend. I know, that's a lot.
Yeah.
No, that's like a good amount of money.
Right.
But yeah, we did lose some tickets as well, y'all. This brother really scammed me. I was in a Made in America Facebook group trying to buy some tickets for the Lolo. And then this brother was like, he was like, I have these available. He sent me the wristbands and the ticket confirmation. He's like, I just have to transfer it to your name. I'm like, cool. I literally Google image searched him. I thought I was being responsible. And then I Google image searched him. I told Therese.
Until he talking about send it to me on PayPal.
That's what he did, y'all. He said, send it to me as PayPal as friends and family. And the only reason why, are you laughing at me?
No.
Oh, I was like, the only reason why I did that was because I remember one time I sent my sister something as goods and service, and she couldn't get the money. So I was like, oh, that's why he said that.
Right.
He's like, oh man, let me. But when I reached out to PayPal, like this brother, he ain't responding to me no more. Like he was for real. He was really playing it up. I was like, yeah, can you send that?
Just an hour.
He's like, I'm just an hour. I'm on my way to work right now. He was really like feeding me. I was like, I'm a little bit worried. We only sent him half, so we didn't lose as much as we could have. And then he's like,
we would have lost both halves, so I wouldn't have been able to make it.
And he's like, don't worry, I'll be in my office soon. I'm hurrying up, and I'm like, okay. I was like, I just want to make sure that I'm good. He's like, I promise you're good. I don't need these tickets. He over here got me believing him. It hit a certain process, so he's like, I don't think we're gonna get them tickets. But then the day of the event, people were literally selling them for like $50, like 2-day passes.
And we bought one day,
and it was $100. And I told Therese, I was like, we low key could have got
$126.
But that's with the tax and everything.
But that $26 look, he was a little irritating. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, but Therese bought insurance.
Because. Oh, my $8 insurance compared to the money I'd already lost. I was like, just in case.
Therese, you tell
anything fall through.
You tell she got a little more money. Because it's like, no, you decided to never get insurance.
I've never bought insurance for anything before. Right. Because, first of all.
What? I mean, it's all good. I can't believe that man did that to me, though. Like, I'm like slightly embarrassed.
But, I mean, we made it to the concert.
We did.
First, we got to see Meek Mill.
Got to see my fine man. Looking like
I got to see Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I saw him too. He was alright.
I mean, yeah. No,
it's funny because we didn't go see Post Malone because we was like, no, we could leave.
Right, we could go ahead and leave. We don't want these Uber Lyft prices to get too high.
Right, and I told Therese,
go ahead and get out of
here. And then that's how I said Therese got money because I was like, we gonna take the train, and Therese was like, we're not taking the train.
It was like
I'll pay for the Lyft.
It was like while we were at the hotel, she was like, we can take the train, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I was like, I don't want to take the train. It's like, I want to just get in the car and get there. I don't want to be like, oh, let's take the train. I don't know where I'm going. Let's walk down the street. No thanks.
Brad, Therese said, I'll pay for it. I said, okay, I'll let you. I said, because I was going to take the train. Those people told us how to take it. They said it wasn't hard to get on at all. So I was like,
those are people who live in the city. Of course, it's not hard for them. They know where they're going.
But, I mean, yeah, that's true. But, yeah, we'll get started. I did, but I was really excited. I got to see Meek Mill. He was looking fine as can be. Looking so good. And then we actually saw a comedian. His name was Arnaz J.
Yeah, he was pretty funny too.
He was really good. Like I'm like gonna watch him on Netflix.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys. Okay, so that was quite a bit. It was just funny because we just really got dwindled this weekend.
Oh, for real though.
And then like the only thing that we did use in Groupon's on was for a $14 ticket, and we got it for $7. It's not like we really saved some money.
It's like it's like $7.
It's like the $7 that we save on that Groupon plus the additional $50. It's like I don't know.
But technically, we do still have a $29 Groupon that we can use.
I was about to be like, why don't we have a $50 Groupon? Oh yeah, because it was for that brunch.
Right. That the money.
And I was like, we should just give it to the hotel attendant because she was really nice. And Teresa was like, I guess.
It's like
she was really nice, and she took that. She was excited. She's like, I'm gonna use this too. I said, girl, you better. Teresa was like, I guess.
Right. I guess.
It's like, who else is we gonna give it to?
I don't know. Could have tried to sell it online. Give me $10 for it.
It's like, it ain't even worth it. I don't want $5. Just give it to the lady. All right, y'all. So entertainment.
All right. So entertainment. Maybe
Yes.
we're gonna start with Aretha Franklin's funeral. So.
I'm not even laughing. It's just. I'm thinking about that post that I showed you that the Shade Room had, because it was like, if you're not watching Aretha
You sit at
funeral
home
like this, and you was like, I know I ain't watching it like that.
Right.
Because the lady was like in black, like
she
in
was
a
like
church,
she was there, but at her house,
sitting in front of her chair in front of TV, and Teresa was like, I know I ain't watching it like that.
Right. No.
It's like, I just didn't know Aretha. That's a shame. I did download her hits. I'm gonna listen to them.
I didn't. But it was.
But rest in peace for sure.
But, yeah, for sure. But just like a little throwback to the the funeral, right? So we had Ariana Grande. I was gonna call her Felicia. Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson. They were performing. I think somebody else.
But real quick, because Teresa ain't gonna talk about this.
No,
Fantasia had her shoes off.
I was gonna talk about it since you
was like,
you had such a hullabaloo about it the other day.
I was like, why don't you have your shoes on?
And like I told Krista, she really needed to get into the spirit and feel every bit of that song.
I for real go to a church where people start running, like they run.
They do.
Yeah,
I don't see people running in there.
Not at the one I go to as much. People definitely run. They'll be like, let her run, and she'll be running. Some people be up on stage, Pastor. It's like they be getting their life. It's like I ain't never seen nobody just take their shoes off on the stage.
She was like, you know what?
She took them off
before I even get into it, I'm about to get comfortable because I know what this is about.
That's called my feet hurt. That's not.
She was like, I know that I'm about to feel this.
I don't understand
if
the shoe came off.
No. What? She came off.
Some people have ran around the church before and they'll lose a shoe.
She don't run. She wasn't running. It wasn't about that. It was about I need to be able to feel this song in my soul and everything.
Well, then you talking about the spirit. If you talking about people at
that's
church
what I'm
taking
saying.
Shoes off.
I'm saying that, but also not saying that she was gonna be running around. She wasn't running. It was just like she needed to root down and feel it. These shoes are getting in the way.
Girl,
if she would have took her hat off, I would have understood that too.
I feel like as much as people was talking about Ariana's dress, they should have mentioned her not having no shoes on.
because her shoes didn't mean nothing.
She like, and it's like you could have just wore some flats, girl. Like you really.
This is not her first day wearing no heels.
It has to be. Anyway, go to whatever you saw. I was like, girl,
I was going to talk about that and how out of those three performers, I thought that she did the best. Ariana Grande, she was okay.
They all were alright.
No, it was like Jennifer Hudson and her were okay. It was like
I think Jennifer Hudson. I think the choir wasn't as good. Or it was like maybe they were just like.
I feel like the way that she sang the song.
It was something. I think it was the choir. I don't know. They weren't. It was a good choir. It was just something about the choir and her weren't going together. Like maybe they didn't rehearse together. I don't know, but
it was like something just made it not it for me. And I know that Jennifer Hudson is capable.
I mean, they were all pretty decent.
Right. But people also were talking about Ariana Grande's dress and how it was not, wasn't long enough. Didn't have no sleeve. It had some.
Teresa went to Catholic church.
Some
she
sheer right there.
Stuff.
It's just like their shoulders. It's okay.
See, I think my mom was raised in I don't think she was raised Catholic. My mom, because I was raised Catholic, but she was raised in black church, and so was my dad. So we was raised. You don't.
Is her mom Catholic?
She's Catholic now, but I don't think she
wasn't raised.
I don't think she was. I'm not positive, but I know she was raised with that black church. You don't have your hair. Kids don't have their hair down. Don't have their shoulders out.
Yeah.
But I mean, personally, if we're not about to, if we're going to give Fantasia a pass, we need to give Ariana a pass, because she was covered.
I mean, we definitely, at the end of the day, it didn't need to make no stories to where people, you
ain't
never heard of a fingertip.
I think
it's just like, girl.
Oh, a fingertip.
Like, your skirt dressing to be whatever your fingertips, I don't know.
I feel like hers was. You don't think so?
It looked kind of short when you look at it.
With the fingertips?
Yeah. I don't have a picture of it right now. But it's like, it looked kind of short, but I feel like
it definitely was short. It was a lot of. I feel like a lot of times I just think people are different. Like that's like we went out of town and we went to church, and I actually looked the church up. Like that's why I decided to wear what I wore. But you just got you a dress. It kind of had a little chest out. It was like, I mean, that's just because. But most people would have been like. That's because everybody was raised different on church. Because I have friends where they'll be like they'll come into town to Cleveland and be like, what's your church like? Because people, they'll be like, do I need to give me like a dress? You know, like I feel like everyone. See,
it's like, no, I'm not saying that.
And I mean like a nice
like
dress.
that. But at the end of the day, what are you gonna do when I walk in? Are you gonna stop me? Am I really, stopping church by having?
My dad.
I understand a little chest. He was like, yeah, I need to pull that up a little bit, but my shoulders is like, I'm not about to put on no shawl. It's just like I'm not.
This is a unit here. So when she didn't have that on with the dress, I was like,
oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
I was like, your hair. I was like, you. I was like looking for a sweater for you, but then you put your hair on. I was like, well,
right. She showed me going to her. I think I brought a sweater. I was like, I don't need your sweater. I'm good.
I mean, I feel like Ariana needed a blazer, but I don't think it was that deep. Like it's not enough for me to say nothing about. If we're not, I feel like what's the name? Shoes not being on is more of a problem. But hey,
no,
that's just tacky. But like Ariana was just like, it's like get you a blazer, girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like how sometimes you wear something, you be like, I probably shouldn't wear this to church again. That's what I would think about Ariana. But them shoes, that's something where I'm gonna look back and be like, that was really embarrassing that I did that.
Oh,
but hey.
Yeah, hey.
I mean, but she looks extra black church because she got that thing on her head. Like I don't even own one of those.
The little
the net thing.
Right. Right. She came prepared.
I mean, that's how they dressed in my dad's church. So like, if you would have came to church how we were dressed in my dad's church, my dad would have told us not to come in. Now it's getting a little more regular.
Well, that's good.
But like when we were younger, he would have been like, no.
Well, I'm glad I'm here in
with
2018.
a jean jacket on and like a dress. No, he would have been like,
it's not a funeral. I'm in church.
Yeah,
the Lord
but nobody
is. You are.
The Lord does say that, but certain churches don't.
Oh, well then I don't need to be there.
You're right, but if you need to go because somebody told you to be there, you need to dress accordingly. Mm-hmm. Like a funeral.
Yeah.
If I was going to a Catholic church's funeral, I sure wouldn't dress the same as if I'm going to Medea's funeral.
Medea.
That's not the same attire. A Catholic church funeral, I feel like I would wear some jeans and a black shirt.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to wear an all-black thing anyway. It's a funeral.
I feel like I'd wear some dark jeans, some dark, nice, polished jeans and a black shirt. Maybe like a button-up, but that's about it.
I say what, a black V-neck?
No, probably button-up. Black button-up and some jeans. I feel like that'd be appropriate.
I guess. Next topic.
You have to talk about that priest or pit minister?
Yeah.
Touching her?
Forgot about that. Yes, that also came out afterwards. It was like there's a video. It's not funny at all, but it's like there's a video of where he's touching her and Ariana is like looking at his face and kind of giving him like a, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was just like, dang. It's like he's up in front of a group full of people and you're just good.
I don't even think he realized what he was doing because I feel like he just been doing that his whole life. His apology really was not the best.
And see, I don't know if it was a video or he wrote it. I didn't read it or anything.
He might have said it somewhere, but I read it in an article. It was okay. No, it was all right, I guess. It was just like I don't think you are going to acknowledge the fact that you made that girl uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. He's just basically saying, I don't know, like.
I'm sorry, she felt that way?
Yeah. Mm. And he's not taking her feelings into account at all.
Yeah, that's not good. Also, I saw something come out today about Aretha's family saying that they did not approve of the eulogy that the priest gave.
The minister.
Whatever. He might be a priest. I don't know.
At that funeral.
That the priest gave. That they
the minister, the preacher.
Whatever. That they did not approve of it at all. Mm-hmm. And I was like, why not? Because people said he was saying some radical things. I didn't, really? I didn't watch the funeral.
I didn't either.
But I know didn't you tell me he said something about Hispanics and Taco Bell?
He said that to Ariana.
Oh, well then that's separate. But he said
I don't
some
even know if
stuff.
that was the person who did the eulogy though. I didn't watch it.
But I was just like, this funeral sounds like a lot was going on.
I feel like most funerals are rough. Don't you think? I mean, it's just like they're put together. Hers should have been better.
I mean, I saw her a little, those cards that say, home, birth, home going, what are they called? Obituary. Mm-hmm. And it was nice. That picture on the front of there, I was like, it looked like she took a photo. She was straight.
What is wrong with you?
I mean, they were really nice.
You're acting like it was nice. Like, these was some senior class photos. Like, yes, girl.
I saw them and I was just surprised because it's like, it didn't look like any type of obituary I had ever seen. Most of it was just like a picture of you in the middle.
What did it say?
It's like home going or homecoming, home going. And then it just says your birth, your death, and all that stuff. But hers was really good. Mm-hmm. So shout out to her for that. And apparently
her people.
That's what I mean. She probably had that prepared though.
Mm. Some people say that they want to plan their own funerals.
It's like, I don't.
No.
That's a little too morbid for me.
I mean, you do it in your old, but I probably just have my kids just do something nice, have some good food, have a good time.
That reminds me of a show that I started watching today, and this girl said that she's already playing her funeral, and I was
How old is she?
She was like 30.
Well, that's too much.
But she was very overweight. It was about an overweight summer. I don't know what they were doing. It's like a resort built for overweight people. So it was like the chairs were really big, the beds were sturdy, all of this stuff. I was watching
I'm not laughing at them, y'all.
I know. It's just like they were having a circle
I'm
of talk.
laughing at you because you seem like
No. I mean,
you seem like you would be
I was looking at it, and that's when I thought, when I saw it, I was like, let me show this to Krista. She would not want to go here.
I don't feel like, how large are the chairs? Is it like...
They're going to fit 600 pounds comfortably. It was like there were 600-pound people sitting in the chairs.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to
if I was like, Krista, I specifically pulled this hotel because they catered to the plus size.
Were we already going to that city? Then
yeah.
Sure. But if it's like, if you were like, I really want to visit this resort, and I had no other reason to be there, like, I'm going to want to go.
I wouldn't want to do that.
I was telling Teresa, I'm not going to get to the point where I can't, I was like, I'm not going to be comfortable where I can't ride in, I mean, that's just me. I can't ride in the airplanes, and I can't fit in chairs without breaking them. Like, I mean, it's like, because there was an incident where this brother told us we couldn't do something, and I was shocked. Because we couldn't do it together.
Right. Not that we couldn't do it, but we just couldn't do it together.
I was for real like, I need to lose some weight.
He told me, and I was more.
Teresa was walking up there thinking that, and I'm like,
right. I was like something about, because I had already looked to see, what the weight limits were like. And so when I got up there, I wasn't too shocked. It was just more of it's like disappointing.
I was shocked.
Like, well, dang.
I was shocked.
Oh.
I got up there.
Krista, that other incident that we had.
That was different to me.
How? That's exactly the same thing. It's like y'all two can't do this together, but one of you can do these separately, but not together.
No, they told us it was like a ride at Six Flags. That ride was tight though. That's different to me.
I'm sure the two people behind us didn't think that ride was tight. They were perfectly fine.
I don't know. I feel like if someone smaller would have been sitting next to me, I would have been fine.
That's what I'm saying. Not together.
I feel like
if you would have got on that whatever with some smaller person, you would have been fine.
A really small person.
I don't know what the limits were.
It's like, but the I don't know. That Six Flags thing didn't turn me up like it turned you up.
And that's
because you was.
I was stuck on the ride just only because.
Maybe that's what it was. Like you got.
I'm glad that you got up because I wouldn't wanted to do that. It would have been too much.
I don't think I feel any type of way.
I'm glad.
The ride was. It's like I didn't. First off, I don't think I'm that humongous to where it's like. I feel like if I'm getting off a ride, it's like people be like they need to make them seats a little bigger.
It's just like I'm not.
I don't think I'm big enough. I mean, I think I'm large, but I don't think I'm big enough to where it's like I'm that big. To where it's like, oh girl, you gotta go. Maybe I don't. Maybe people like, nah, girl, you are. But I don't know. Like for me, it's like when people start telling me that, it's like I need to get on a treadmill. Mm-hmm. It's just what it is. But like some people are cool, being like, I'm gonna go on. I know I can't go on that roller coaster. I know I gotta sit in this flight because I can't fit in the Delta. It's like I'm not living like that. I'd rather just lose some weight.
Yeah.
Like
that makes sense.
I don't think you was pressed, but
I mean, when people will tell me I can't do stuff, that I'm a little pressed.
It's never happened to me before. So for that one time, I was shocked.
Twice.
I feel like you felt that more than me.
But still, it didn't. That doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
He made me get off.
So what? I can still ride the ride. He didn't say, ma'am. So what you're saying is you thought that was mostly me.
I just didn't feel it like that. I left and I didn't feel no type of way about it. I was just like, oh, I'll get off. But you felt like he was personally like saying like, ma'am, you need to lose weight because you can't.
He was saying, ma'am. He was saying, ma'ams, the both of y'all can't be on here. So one of you need to get off because this seatbelt ain't about to buckle.
I don't even think it was. I think it was the kind you pulled down.
I don't know what it was.
It was the kind you pulled down.
Yeah,
that's
why. It was years ago. You don't.
It was the kind you pulled down. Yes, it was.
I don't trust your memory.
I remember it because I was just. That's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know. To me, it just wasn't a big deal. Like it just didn't get me like that. But that other thing was that brother was like, before we even walked, it's gonna be tipping all over the place. Y'all can't go on that. I was shocked.
Because we were trying to get on one, and he was like, no. I can't. And the bad part was that his wife really was not backing that up. And she was like, why?
That's what I like.
Why would you need two?
I like that.
I'm like, man, don't play us.
No, play us.
But you said if they would have played us and we would have got out there,
I would have got a free ride.
And see, what? I don't want to get played and be in the middle of the water. Tell me the truth out here.
Well, I don't want this part to get slightly deleted. It's like I'm putting my business out there.
Well, Kristen, you done put other business out there.
No, this is like putting my business out there for real. It's like, this is embarrassing.
Well, Kristen, it's not a walk in the park.
I can't imagine someone being like, ma'am, you're not going to be able to do that.
Well.
That's why I said it's like, I'm going to get my weight down. I'm not about to have that happen.
I don't know. But we can move on so we don't keep talking about it. So another thing I saw is Serena. You know, she's been competing in the French Open is about to start or whatever, and they banned her catsuit or her one piece, whatever it is. This all black thing right here.
What's wrong with it?
They banned it. They said it was it had gone too far. It's too much.
What country is that in?
I said the French Open.
Oh,
I'm assuming.
Are they modest over there? Like, what's the problem? Don't the other people wear tight stuff?
This white lady wore an all white one, and that was fine.
When was that?
It looks old, so the 80s. I don't know. It seems like things should have got a lot less modest since then. But Nike put out a post, and it's like, you can take the superhero out of her costume, but you can never take away her superpowers. Hashtag just do it.
Right.
So,
that's really surprising.
Yeah, so since they wouldn't let her wear that, she wore a tutu.
And did she win?
I don't know if she won or not.
Oh.
But she was like, oh, y'all don't want that suit? I'm gonna wear a tutu out here. And I was like, people really, I guess I don't really think about it, but people be on Serena's back.
I feel like they be on any super.
It's just like
any super anything.
But it's like
black.
Okay.
Especially female.
Well, the female might have another thing to do with it too, but it's like, it makes me think about LeBron, right? People know that LeBron is good or whatever.
It's because he's a man.
Okay, so I get that. But it's like they be drug testing her all the time. Everybody be talking about her. She got some new commercial out that Nas is in about her being a mother and her being a tennis player. And it's just like, can these people just let her live?
What, did people talk about her commercial or something?
No. But people have talked about her being able to be a mother and being able to be a
people always do that. I feel like
yeah, but it's just like
it's the same conversation over the
bro.
weekend. It's because she's a woman. You mean because you're saying that like LeBron is a man and people? It's almost like LeBron's not black anymore. It's like he's just LeBron.
Right. He just LeBron.
Women don't have.
But it's like she's been playing tennis forever.
It doesn't matter because she's a woman.
Well, that's
I'm
very
not saying
annoying.
it's right. I'm just saying like she's. I feel like she's almost surpassed being a LeBron of tennis. Like. She's been a LeBron of tennis for a long time. LeBron been a LeBron of basketball not as long. Well, no, he's been playing for a long time too. I don't know. They've been killing it for a long time in their own right. But I feel like LeBron's a man, so people like don't even care that he's black. Like white people will line up to hang out with LeBron, but like a bunch of white people in line to see Serena, I don't think that'll happen. It's just like that's just.
Tennis. I feel like most people who watch that are white anyway.
But the people who line up to see her probably wouldn't be in line of white people. I feel like it's just because she's a woman. If she was a man, they would give her right. It's just like with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods was in a white sport, and black people mess with him.
It's just like I don't know.
Everybody mess with Tiger.
I've just been seeing a lot of stuff on my feed about Serena, and it seemed like everybody got something to say, and it was really bothering me.
I guess I'm not surprised. People don't like her.
And it's like, why? She seems very nice. I watched a little 73 Questions with Vogue. I was like,
same thing about when I said she was out there playing and she was pregnant, and you was like, you act like it wasn't a big deal.
I mean,
you were like you was like that's like playing with a flu, and I'm like, no, you got a whole human inside you.
You can be pregnant for a little while and not even know you're pregnant. So I'm sorry, I'm not that impressed by that.
I was impressed by that. She won.
Okay, she's a winner. It's like you win, and usually, a little bit of a baby and a little whatever they get.
A little baby, no baby.
A little morning sickness.
Yeah, no baby.
You'll be okay.
Morning sickness, a child in you, stretched
just
out,
about the
hormones
same thing.
on 10.
Yeah.
It's no big deal.
She's fine. But
it's women who be struggling to go to work, who struggle to go to their secretary's job. This
girl
got a whole.
This is her job.
Physical job.
A secretary job can be hard.
But I'm just saying she gets to sit down at work. I'm talking about.
She don't work every day of the week. I mean, she do in working out. But I'm sure she took some time off. Let's not act like she was killing herself.
I feel like she would.
80 hours a week.
I really feel like she would.
I don't.
I think she probably checked with her doctor, but I think.
Well, if the doctor said it was okay, she's gonna be fine. I'm not about to be impressed by that. That's just not impressive. But another note on Nike, you know, Nike came out with this Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, it's like everybody and their mama is posting it. It's like I was gonna post it, but then it's like I don't want to be the 100th person. Just literally, I've seen 1,000.
I mean, I haven't been seeing it from people. I've just seen it like reposted on like Baller Alert and stuff.
No, I've seen like multiple. Like I've seen at least like 30 people post that.
Well, if you haven't seen it yet, it says well, Kristen, you don't know everybody's feed. You didn't see the thing about Serena, and I would assume people had seen that.
But that's everywhere.
Well, Kristen, that was everywhere too.
That Serena stuff is not everywhere like
Kristen,
the Nike stuff.
The Nike post is a picture of Colin Kaepernick's face. It says, believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything, right? Mm-hmm. So the post is cool or whatever. It's good, you know? Mm-hmm. But my thing is that just like when he started kneeling and people were burning his jerseys and everything, people have been burning their shoes. It's like...
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. People
Why were they burning shoes?
Nike, you decided to put an anti-American Kaepernick on the cover? Well, I guess, you know, whatever about my shoes. Won't be buying any more Nike stuff. And so people are sitting over here, you know, obviously they're tweeting and they're all of this stuff, ripping up their Nike socks, burning their shoes. It's like,
got too much time.
Exactly. And first of all, you didn't already pay for this stuff. Right. So it's like, burning if you feel like it. Nike ain't, they don't really care. But it's just, I just feel like some stuff is just so unnecessary. It's like, you're that mad?
That's just the internet. I don't think that many people are mad.
I mean, I don't think everybody's at home burning their shoes.
I don't think most people are burning their shoes. I just think that the internet is making a big deal. The internet makes everything a big deal, though.
Yeah, well, that's true. But some people are burning their shoes.
Yeah, I think a few.
But I thought this right here was funny because it was like Nike made Kaepernick the face of their campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of this, and I was like, you know, I guess a lot of
It says the face of Under Armour told basically Trump he's not visiting the White House. Puma made Jay-Z, who supports Cap, brand ambassador. Adidas has rappers on the payroll who support Cap's message. What are you going to wear, white people?
Yes, I thought that was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, you know, I guess I didn't realize. I knew that Jay-Z.
Why does that post not make me feel any type of way? Because I feel like it's just like you got black people in the sports industry. That's what it's been. You know what I mean?
Is it the sports industry or is it the?
It's a sports industry, sport clothing industry.
Yeah, but Puma makes other things than just for sports.
Like what they make.
It's like the secretary mom. She got some Pumas.
That's
on.
true.
And some Nikes. You see Nike everywhere.
Yeah, but for some reason, I feel like that's to me like being like it's black people all over sports and people bragging about it like it's a big thing. It's like we already knew that. I knew like that's how I mean,
yeah. Somebody was like, yeah, we got black people in basketball. We got blah blah. It's like okay.
It's like I need some black people in something else because I already know that.
Black people are in everything.
Black people in Under Armour. That sounds like some black people be in.
Under Armour. I mean, yeah.
Under Armour with the tie. That's what the football players be wearing. Jay-Z is in everything.
I mean, I don't know who the face of Under Armour is.
Rappers on Adidas' payroll. Now that one's a little surprising.
Why? Rappers been wearing Adidas since the 70s.
Oh, do they still wear Adidas?
I would assume.
I mean, if they wear Adidas, then I don't know what's the shocker with that tweet. Like I thought that Adidas was not a hot brand.
Maybe it wasn't a shocker, but it's like it's just letting white people realize, you know, you're not gonna burn everything you own, and y'all are too.
I feel like I'm dissecting the tweet too much because in my head I'm like, but it's not like. It's not like you
just read it. Don't
it's not like a white person burning their Adidas is like it's not like it's I don't know. I feel like the post made it seem like that the CEOs are black or something. Oh. And they out here just killing. They just out here helping every black person in every black community. It's like companies don't do that much for black people, so I'm not about to act like, you know, white people banning them is gonna. I don't really care if they ban them personally. I mean, burning shoes, that's a little extra. It's really extra, actually.
I mean, if that's how you get your kicks, I don't really care.
I feel like that's just dramatic. It's like I feel like the only people doing that are in like towns that we've never heard of.
I saw a post where this guy burnt his shoes while they were still on his feet. And then there was a picture of his feet with 3rd-degree burns. And I was just like, you was that mad?
He just sounds weird. He just wanted to go viral.
Bro, whatever.
Like
to injure yourself? I didn't even know going viral was that serious. It's like...
Go viral and make some good money.
Well, you set your shoes on fire.
I don't want to go viral like that. I'm just saying... But that sounds like he's just trying to go viral. But I feel like people in like, yeah, like what's Hillsboro, Missouri? Yeah, they're probably burning some shoes.
You know, I was watching something on YouTube about the Klan today, and the whole thing was going on. It wasn't it was in Missouri, and I was just like, I really want to know where this is. And it was based right after the Ferguson thing, and they were all so mad. They were like, all of these animals in the street, and I was just like, well.
It's not funny.
And then they were like, they're not all black animals. Some of them are white animals. And I was like, well.
They really just.
And I'm like, y'all are just. And then they're saying, going through this thing where they're not a hate group or whatever. And I was just like, I don't know if I believe that. But, okay. But if you haven't seen Childish Gambino's new music video for something about summertime, it's like a cartoon music video, and he has a bunch of people from the rap community or in it. So there's like Nicki Minaj, Travis Scott.
It's like, I don't know what Travis Scott even look like. No, I know he has those ponytails.
Yeah. Some other people, J. Cole is in it. Charlamagne's in it. Okay. It's like a bunch of people, and I just watched it because the song was okay, but I watched it for the video, and I was like, this little video was cute.
They thought the same thing about the other one.
That's what I thought. I was like, see, his videos are good because it's trending on YouTube right now, and it's like, but the song is like, it's okay.
I don't know. I really like This Is America, so I mean, I don't know.
I mean, This Is America caught on. I mean, like, grew on me because the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't really like this song. I like the message, but the song was just like, it's okay. But this song I've only listened to once, but the video was good.
I'll probably watch it when this is over.
Yeah. I would recommend you guys check out that video. Just go to YouTube, go to trending. You'll see it. Yeah. Lastly, I want to talk about the guy, his name is right here, but I'm going to call him the guy from the Cosby Show.
I mean, why don't you say Elvin from the Cosby Show?
I was going to get to that.
I forget my article about that too.
Oh, really? Well, Sandra's husband, Elvin, from The Cosby Show, was seen working at Trader Joe's, and Fox News put it out.
So mean.
And it was like...
And the Daily Mail. It was both of them.
Oh, okay. That was just wherever I saw it was like Fox News or whatever. And he talked about it. He was saying, there's nothing wrong with, an honest day's work, which is true. He was like, nobody's job is better than anybody else's. And the way he was talking, I was just like, you know what? That's good. I appreciate that. And then, unlike the internet really sometimes surprises me because I don't know what side they're going to take on everything.
That's why I don't like the internet that much.
Well, I mean, the internet is just a bunch of people getting together and saying what they want to say. But, surprisingly, the internet was backing everything that he was saying. He was like, actors sometimes got to work 1, 2, 3 jobs in between what they want to do. You got bills to pay, families to support. I can't always be working a dream job.
I feel like a lot of actors work jobs like that.
Yeah.
Like a lot. So it's like, I don't even know. Yeah, most. Right.
Most of them. Terry Crews talking about something. I was mopping floors to do blah, blah, blah. And he was like, and I would do it again. It's like, if you got to work, you got to work. Yeah. And I was like, apparently he quit his job, though. Because,
What?
Nothing. Apparently he quit his job.
Yeah.
Because Tyler Perry gave him a job offer.
Yeah, I know. That's what my article is
for
about.
a show. Oh, okay. I forgot you did say your article.
I mean, my article goes a little more in depth, but I mean, it's basically the same message.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm just here to give a little overview. So, other than that, I did have one other thing I wanted to talk about real quick. So you watched Power yesterday, right? I watched Power yesterday.
I feel like there's been some other entertainment. Has something else going on?
I mean, Chris, you got something else you want to add?
I don't know, but I feel like some other stuff been going down.
I mean, I'm not trying to talk for 45 minutes. So we gotta.
I don't know. Why do I feel like we're missing like a big piece of tea?
Well, no, I've been all on the website, so I ain't missed nothing big.
If you say so. Today's Beyonce's birthday.
Yeah, that wasn't big, so I didn't. I mean,
that was everywhere.
I saw that was everywhere. It's Beyonce's birthday. Everybody has one once.
That wasn't it, but I feel like that was something else, like something people have been talking about. No, I mean I can check my Instagram, but I mean not my Instagram, my GroupMe, but that's the one most.
Yeah.
So.
Power. So you watch Power?
Yeah, I watched it.
And Tommy shot his dad. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. You did say that extra quick, like.
Teresi is dead.
He is dead.
That's crazy. When he shot him though, for some reason, like when.
I thought he had on a.
Me too. I was
a bulletproof vest.
But then when the feds said that they found his body, I was like, oh, so he's dead. Yeah. Because I thought he did have on a bulletproof vest.
I could tell he was dead by the way with them shots fired.
Yeah, I think I saw when I saw the blood on the wall, I was like, oh. But I thought when he got back in the car, he had on the bulletproof vest.
I thought he did too. They made it seem like he put something on.
Right, because he looked like the opposite direction of the hospital or something. I didn't know if he was thinking about running or if he was like, let me get some type of protection on.
Yeah, that scene was odd because it's like if he was gonna kill him, I don't know why they showed that scene. It made it seem like he was gonna do something different.
Maybe he thought. I mean, he was looking at an exit sign.
Yeah,
so maybe he was thinking about running, and then they were like, no.
Well, maybe they should have showed him hit a sprint or something.
Like he didn't. He was like, no, I'm not gonna run. The inner turmoil is what they were trying to illustrate there. Just, should I run?
See, but the issue with Tommy is like his dad actually kind of was on his side, but like Tommy is so irrational.
I don't know. I feel like his dad played him for a while. And
he
like,
did.
Now it's hard for me to even trust. I mean, Tommy killed people at the drop of a dime.
But that's his dad. And he come home crying to his mom. It's like he's.
I thought he felt that.
Yeah, it's like so.
Like the director said, he had to break his own heart.
Right. So it's like for him to kill. I don't know. I didn't think he was gonna kill his dad. I thought he might have had somebody else kill him, or like maybe like make him go bro.
I didn't know if he was really gonna kill him in the episode or not.
I don't know. I feel like it's like.
But it's good you let him see Connie one last time.
I guess.
But I was like, I wonder if Connie knows he ain't coming back.
Probably not.
They'll talk about
or maybe I don't know because she sounded like she thought she might not come back because the dad out here the husband out here acting crazy.
Right.
But then when he said he's like Tommy's not going anywhere, I think she was like he's back.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And he died.
And I thought it was so funny that Keisha was like, you haven't killed anybody. And I was like, why are you so sure of that? You didn't ask that.
Well, because she probably just thinks he just sells just drugs. It's like, but you ain't out here killing.
I don't know. Tommy, I mean,
his house ain't as nice as Ghost, so I would think maybe what?
So what does that mean?
To me, Ghost look like he got more money. Ghost look like he be doing some dirt. Cause it's like before all that money on drugs, it's like what kind of?
I mean, he made some of that money off Truth.
Yeah, some of it, but most of it was from.
Tommy got a lot of backup money in the walls.
But she don't know that. But just looking at that house with that bed in the middle of the room, I would think that
that's a nice loft. We in the middle of New York City.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice loft, but I still wouldn't. I wouldn't think he was balling like Ghost. I would think that he was a regular drug.
I don't know if I would think that Ghost killed people either, though.
You would have to. It's like you can't have all this money from drugs without killing some people. To me.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's like Tommy. I would just think Tommy out here selling a little cocaine, some Molly, some more lower level stuff. Yeah, but he out here selling everything. I don't know,
Which makes me think about Tariq when he got to that train station and he got real close to Ghost, talking about some teach me the game. I was like, that was crazy. And Ghost said, I'd rather kill you than teach you the game. I didn't either. I thought he
said I'd rather kill myself.
That's at first when I heard it. That's what I thought he said. And then I rewound it and I was like, wait a minute.
I don't think he should have said
Right, he shouldn't have said that because he's in the game now. He's trying to sell
Ghost
to all these little rich white kids at the school.
Maybe to me, hearing Ghost say, I'd rather kill you, because, it ain't like Ghost ain't a killer. So, my mom being like, I'd rather kill you, maybe that sounds a little more like, I know she would never do that. Right. But, Ghost, I don't think he would kill his kid, but
yeah.
I don't think Ghost would kill his kid.
No, I don't. But
I don't know. But then Tariq was like, I saved us. It's like,
right.
And Angela's about to go down, boy. That's
when they, it was just so funny because I thought that they were good. It was like
they were good until Tommy killed Teresi.
It was like, and it made
Ghost should have kept his mouth shut a little bit.
I feel like Angela should have been quiet.
Yeah, Angela always ruining stuff.
It's like that sounds like so much of a setup. It was like in that moment, I thought about it. I was like, why is he so freely telling her that? Like so freely being like, "Ooh, this is my
her."
That
the Asian cop?
Right. I was like, why is she so freely saying it's Teresi and before he didn't want to say nothing? I'm like, you could have made up any name. You don't know.
Right.
And so he gave it to her, and that was and she did exactly what she's done before. Let me run to Ghost real quick. Do you know?
But Ghost should have used his head. Ghost should have been like, is it going to help to see him dead? You know what I mean?
But he's thinking that he's in here getting all these secrets from Tommy. He was in Tommy's ear. He could have been. He was getting ready to set up Ghost for the murder inside prison. So it's Teresi was not to be trusted. He needed to go.
He did, but I feel like he needed to be sent somewhere, drowned.
Back to jail.
Not sat in front of his scent. Tommy with his crazy stuff.
Tommy was like, I'm going to drop you off right where you said it's all going to end up.
Ghost probably would have buried him or something, or put him in a lake.
So they could at least think he ran away.
Right.
Yeah.
But Tommy going to leave him sitting out in the middle.
Tommy didn't care. He was like, here, get out. But overall, I thought the episode was good. Next week, it is, I think, a two-hour finale.
Oh, is it?
Because they said an extra hour. And I was like, okay.
I thought they said extended.
Oh, maybe it said extended. It said something. I saw something about an hour, and then I saw extended finale, and I was like, so I'm assuming it's 2 hours? That's an assumption. It could be an hour and a half. I don't know.
It might be.
But it's city power, I'll take it. So yeah, we gotta look forward to that next week, guys.
Yeah.
But
also, Insecure. You should watch the show. But she met this guy from lifting. That's why I just said Issa is me. I used to lift, y'all. And she like met this guy lifting, and then she randomly ran into him in the street, and then she takes off work, and she's just like walking through the city, and then he jumps in the pool naked, and then he was like, all right, your turn, and she jumps in the pool naked too, and I'm like,
oh,
wow.
no.
Yeah, I was a little surprised, and then she quit her job. She just was like,
her job what?
Her job, the one where she like is like work with the kids and stuff.
Why?
Cause that boss is crazy.
Oh, okay.
She quit her job, and it's so funny because with Molly's job, because Molly just got a new job at a black law firm, and she in one of the episodes she was like, "You guys don't use DocuSign?" And they're like, "No, we use a courier." And she's like, "DocuSign's so much faster." And she kept saying that about everything.
It's like, why don't y'all think to do that?
Right.
DocuSign is just like over the internet, right? It's like,
it's way.
But you're gonna have somebody come pick it up.
The courier sounds crazier than a fax. Like a fax was a step ahead of the courier. But like, because like my old job, they used fax, and then when we got DocuSign, it was like, no, that DocuSign is everything. You just hit a button and it signs it. And like, but she just kept saying that about everything. And it was just so funny because she was coming off so bougie.
Y'all don't use.
But she was like, well, at my old firm. And then they like mocked her at one point, and I thought it was kind of funny. I feel like that's really real. A lot of times black businesses don't be doing stuff how you expect them.
Right.
Unfortunately. Or just in general. Some people go start a job and they'll be like, well, at my old job.
You're right. I feel like even starting at something that's smaller than when you worked before, it's just like you might have had. What is that thing that you said they use at work?
DocuSign?
No.
Fax?
It's like what is something I can't even think of. It's like your old job had it, and you're like, no. It's like that. You're not. It's like I can't explain it.
My old job had it?
Yeah, your old job had it, and you're like your new job didn't have it. I don't know. Dang.
My new job doesn't have it.
You know where people can? Yeah.
Oh, Nielsen's really expensive.
But that's what I'm thinking. It's like if you go from working a job and they got Nielsen and to another job that don't, it's just like my old job had Nielsen.
It's like
dang.
But that's like a big old step. It's like you coming into a low company, so you're gonna have to watch your mouth because it's like if you going from a company that has Nielsen to a company that don't, you probably ain't working for as big of a company at all. But that's like it was a lady at my old job who came from a company that had Nielsen, and she just acted like she was so much better than everybody.
Y'all have Nielsen around here?
She's like she just made us seem. She made me like when I told her I was moving, she's like, oh, it's gonna be such a different level of media planning for you. Oh my gosh, like yeah. And I was like, girl, and you remember you were like, have you been there? Like,
right.
Have you worked there? Like, don't talk to me like that. She just thought she knew everything though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, so that's all I have. So what do you have? What are your hot topics?
Teresa's like working my nerve.
I ain't even done nothing.
So for hot topics, all right. So I feel like I've been on both sides of the totem pole with this. So I wanted to discuss. So like in your 20s, right? You got some people that come out. I mean, in terms of we're in our mid 20s, so it's like some people have been out of college for a while, or so. I'm
almost in my late 20s, but go ahead. I am
whatever.
Technically,
you can be in your mid to late 20s, and some people have been out of college for a good amount of time now. So it's like you could be making good money by this point, or you could be making quite a bit more than when you first started. So it's like, or you could be doing something completely different. That's what I'm saying. So basically, you can come out of college, or not even go to college, but basically you can be in your 20s making good money, or you can be making not a lot of money. It's really like you don't even. It's really no way to know. A quote unquote successful person could come out of college and not make a lot of money. A person who's going to be unsuccessful in the end could come out of college and make a lot of money. And I feel like in your 30s it start to tail off a little bit. Your 30s is like you making good money, you probably gonna make good money for a while. But I feel like in your 20s it's like you could have just hit a notch. You don't know. Anyway, all I'm saying is, so tips for being on both sides. So when you have friends where it's like you make significantly less money, how do you handle those situations? And then when you have friends where you make a lot more, not a lot, but maybe a lot, you make a lot where you clearly, it's like, I obviously make more money than my friends. It's like, how do you handle the like hanging out, like, like events, doing things and that type of stuff?
This is all just speaking from, an idea because I really don't know. But I
feel like I've been on both sides of that.
Well, I haven't. So
I definitely have.
Been on that side over there. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I would think that if you're making a lot less, do you know or do you think?
No, I said I can go.
Oh, no, I'll go.
Okay.
So I feel like if you're making a lot less, I think it's important not to put yourself out all the time. You can't be, you know, Krista got money to go to this, and I really don't. And my money, I got bills that I need to pay. I can't be sitting over here like, I can make that trip to Philly, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Knowing that I'm going to be extra broke.
It's like you saying that, but okay.
What?
It's like, then we should have drove, but it's cool.
We shouldn't have went. I offered that up, but you didn't want that.
I could have drove. But go ahead.
But I didn't want to drive.
Go ahead.
I am going to go ahead.
I was moving on. So you,
but you sitting over here.
I'm like, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Like,
go ahead. No. Oh, you want me to move on because you want to move on. No, thank you.
Oh, but you get mad at me for doing that. Go ahead, Therese.
I'm done. Go ahead. I've said what I've had to say.
What?
Go ahead.
Rule number one, no matter which side you're on, I think the number one thing is don't get in your feelings. Meaning, if you're the one who's got more money, right? Because there was definitely a time when it was apparent I was making more money. Even if I tried to act like I felt broke because I didn't handle my money well. So there was definitely times when I hadn't, like you get your paycheck, you spend it all, and then on the last couple days for your paycheck, you feel like a broke person. Like you like, y'all, I'm broke too. But in your head, you know you're not really broke because when you get your paycheck, you're gonna be like good, better than good. Like that's how I was. It's like I was content. Like
must be nice.
I know. I remember I bought Teresa's ticket to Dallas. Like I had good money. I remember one time I told you I said I just paid for my friend's concert ticket. I was like, don't worry about it. Like what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Teresa bought the wrong tickets to a concert, and I was like, we should still go in. Like now, I'd be like, Teresa, you really messed up. I would be like, why would you? Back then, but before I didn't even care because it's like I'm okay. Mm-hmm. So I've been on both sides. I think you really need to not get in your feelings. You need because you can't. If someone makes a point like, girl, everybody don't got money like you, don't take that so personally. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, that's kind of true. You know what I mean? But also, don't be walking around like you just thebomb.com because there's still a lot of people making way more money than you. You know what I mean? So like, don't act like you're better than people. Try to find a middle ground. Try to like definitely relate to your friends, but at the same time, like if you really are trying to do other things, you're gonna need to expand your social circle a little bit. Because if you can't, like, especially if you're like listening, you guys are like 22, 23, it's like y'all broke for real. It might be one of y'all that's making good money, and that one just needs praise the good Lord. Right. But the other ones, it's like most of y'all might be making like what, like $10, maybe $15 an hour. Like that's a lot.
I thought you were gonna say $10,000 a year. I was gonna say.
I mean, they could be though. They live at home. They were like in waiting or something, waiting tables and stuff. It's like you just don't make money like that. But then you have other friends who be like, they have good money. You really got to expand your social circle a little bit. Like, you might want to like join some clubs at church, at work. Like they have what?
It just sounds like join some clubs where people have money, so you can do things where you have.
Like if you're in a sorority or fraternity, like you might want to try to expand. You gonna because it's like if you want to travel and you're 22 years old and you were one of those few who got that job right out of college. And you got making good money and you live with your mom and dad, it's like I remember those people when we graduated. And I remember them being like in New York City on their birthday, and I'm just like, dang, like wow. And then the next week they be over here, and it's like they don't even necessarily make a lot of money. It's just like their situation. They're not paying for a car. They live at home. They good.
They got no debt or nothing.
Right. The only thing they might be paying is maybe like student loans. And student loans aren't that expensive if you only paying student loans. Right. So I feel like you need to really just like. You really need to like try. You might need to expand your social circle, but I also feel like for the person who's broke, right? You need to be honest, and don't get to a point where you. It's so easy, much easier to say, but I feel like you really need to make sure that you don't let yourself get to a point where you like are jealous, or like bitter. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just remember one time my line sister came here, and I was like, "Girl, I ain't got no money." I was like, I don't got none. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, she was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, I really don't have no money. And she was like, and she was. I mean, it's like you gotta be honest with people. Like, you can't be. I remember one time me and my friends were somewhere, and like one of us, we were standing there, and we had split something, and one of us was like, "This is really embarrassing, but I can't afford to pay this." Like, you need it. And they were like, "Can someone help me?" You have to do that. Now, granted, you probably shouldn't go to something and. When we're like bringing out, the checks, but thankfully, we had a friend who could cover that. Wasn't me, Because I was broke then.
I wasn't able, but somebody
I was broke. You know,
right.
but one of us was able to get that. But it's like, I feel like you need to be honest with people. You need to tell them like where you stand, where you are. But don't, I feel like on both ends you can't get too salty about it, because I feel like if you're on the broker end and you see your friends like out here just like having a good time, it's like, girl, you couldn't pay $40 for that party. So you're going to have to just accept the fact that you can't go. It's like, you know what I mean? And I also feel like I'm not even going to be, if I'm broke for a long time, right? Like, we'll say I'm in a career where I just don't make a lot of money. And my friend's an engineer. It's like, it don't matter what I do, I'm just not going to make money like that. Especially for a long time at least. And it's like, I feel like if she gets to a point where she's not really inviting you as much, I feel like probably shouldn't take it personally. That's how I feel. Unless y'all are really, really, really close. If it's like, like I'm
about to say, because if you're an engineer, right?
Yeah.
We're going to use you. And I don't know. I'm working my job now.
Yeah. I feel like that's not a good example, but okay.
What example would you like?
Like a private school teacher.
Okay, I'm a private school teacher.
Because I feel like a private school teacher, they can definitely make enough to live, but it's like, that's a low, that's
you
a
said
low
my
salary.
job don't make enough to live?
I feel like you make more than a private school teacher.
Okay.
Private school,
I don't know how much money they make. Okay, so I'm a private school teacher.
You be a private school teacher when you be a public school teacher. Probably because the kids bad. They might be a little, not bad, but it's like.
Okay, but you're an engineer. It's like, if you stopped inviting me to things altogether.
I'm not going all together.
That would just be kind of sad.
It depends on what it is.
Like,
if I'm going to a last minute $50 dinner, I don't know if I would think to ask you. I think that people just need to not get in their feelings. I don't know. But I'm also speaking from somebody, it's like, there's only a core group of people who can do something, and I'm going to get in my feelings if I'm not invited. So maybe that's the perspective I'm speaking from.
Right.
But I definitely feel, I don't know. I just feel like people on both ends get in their feelings. Like, you can't get mad at people being like, you got money. It's like, you low-key do got a little money compared to everybody else. You know what I mean? Don't get salty about it. It's like, but don't be mean.
Yeah.
Don't take those comments. And then when someone's like, girl, I just didn't invite you because I didn't think you could afford it right now. Don't get mad at that either. I don't know. That's how I feel, personally.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's really hard. It does suck, because it's, especially when you come out of college, because like people are really different professions. Actually, like most of my friends, we actually probably make right around the same salary. Like, which is kind of crazy. Like, literally, all my friends, we were making like the same, almost exact, a few thousands apart. But it's like, dang, like everybody making the same salary. But even still, living situations, I got loans, I don't live at home. It's just like everybody is not the same. Like, you making $35,000 living at your mama's house is not the same thing as me making $35,000 living in the city by myself. It's just. Plus, I might have loans. You might not have loans, like, or you might not have a car note. I have a car note.
So it's like her $30,000 is going a lot
way
farther
longer.
than
so
where
it's like
yours is.
That's why I think the most important thing is to be honest, because a person with making $35,000 with no loan debt, no nothing, can maybe hang out with the girl making 50 who has loan debt. You know what I'm saying? But the girl making 35. And you like, oh, well, y'all might work the same company. That don't mean y'all can go. I was at my old job. I was so broke. It's like, and I would be like in there, like, I don't know how these people at this job can afford to live the way they live. Like, some of them were like having babies and stuff. It's like, you're having babies living in here. Or some of them were like, I don't know, like they just were doing things where it's like, if I was in that situation, I would be broke. Like, some of them would be taking like nice trips. And it's just like, how are you?
I remember you said that before. You were like, I don't know how she going to wherever she going.
I really didn't.
Like
for real, to this day, like, I didn't understand it. I don't get it. It's like, because there were some people in there who had like car notes. They had car notes and student loans, and it's like, how do you have so much more money than me? Like, I just don't know what people are doing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like,
and you could still be making the same and think that somebody has the same loans, the same bills, but you still don't know how they're saving, how they not, how they spending their last penny, and you know that you're not trying to do that. And it's like that. That's stuff matters. True.
That does matter. I mean, literally, I couldn't put my hand around it. I mean, my head. I was like, I really don't understand how they're able to live. Like, you got all of that. You have a kid. Some people be in there like have 3 kids and a husband who work as a private school teacher or something. It's like, how are y'all living off of this salary? Like, I was, as a single person, about to die. Like, I'm not even like being dramatic. It's like, I really didn't have enough money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I was scrounging together every single check. If I didn't work no overtime, it was $65 a check. Now that's groceries and gas. That just don't even sound possible. Groceries and gas and extracurriculars are show out of the question. You know what I mean? So
right.
So it's like how are you people even living up there? Like, I don't know. It just blew my mind. Sometimes I'll really be at work just like, I don't even understand.
How is Karen able to go
There was
to California this week? She stayed gone.
It's like she stays gone, and I know it's like some people's like, okay, I can tell your mom and dad they're really well off. I don't know. I think regardless, you just need to be honest. I think you also need to, if you have friends who you feel like will judge you for that, then you probably should keep your distance. I don't know. I feel like I don't want to tell somebody not to be friends with somebody, but I feel like if your friend is judging you, then
because you're not making as much money as them, or
yeah, if that because it's like I literally wrote how down. I was like, that can be a nuisance. That's like y'all, like for real, like example, like when because I'm going on a cruise with my line sisters in like a month and a half, and me and Therese had bought flights to Philly, and I for real was like, we could drive to Philly, and I could use this flight to go to Florida, like for where that plane and I remember I was like saying, I was like, you know what, it's cool, Therese. I understand having friends who ain't got as much money as you is a nuisance. That's just what it is.
You did say that, and it's like a nuisance sounds very strong.
It is. I think it's
more like
I think it's a nuisance. I feel like I was being a nuisance. I mean, we didn't end up doing what I asked. Therese said no. It's cool, I guess. Even though I still got to figure out how to pay for this other ticket, but it's like that's why, and Therese don't care. But
I see.
I mean, I told you I had to get this other ticket.
Yeah, Kristen. You also told me, Therese, I'm gonna buy my ticket to Philly. I told you we didn't have to go to Philly. I didn't have to see McNeil. Whatever his name is.
I'm just saying. I mean, I was just saying, like, it is a nuisance because Therese was over there like, why? It's like you was for real. Like, if you would have had your old job, you would have been like, we can absolutely drive. You right. I say this for Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Bro, I would have said that before we bought them tickets. I'm like, Kristen.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It can be a nuisance. It can be a nuisance. I don't think that. I'm not saying your friend is a nuisance. It's just like the situation is frustrating. It's just like, dang, like I want to do all these things, and I can't do them with you, unless you want to continue to pick up the check. And I don't know. And that can go. It's like some friends will be like, I don't want you paying for me all the time. Other friends might be like, girl, you can pay for me all the time. You don't want a friend like that. It's just like it's too much. It's like it's nice to hang out with people who just have similar amounts of money, but it don't be like that, especially in your 20s. So. I personally think it's a nuisance, but it is. It's like, but it's like that. Those are still your friends at the end of the day, so it's like it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's like this your friend, and she gonna be tight. Cover for her. I think you just need to be honest. Cover for her. She'll pay you back, and vice versa. If you need the money, be like, hey, can you cover that for me, and I can pay you back on Friday. Like that's what you should do too. Like I don't know. I think, but I definitely think it's a nuisance, especially if you're the one who makes more money. I don't know. The one making less money, I feel like you just eventually hit a point where you just used to saying no. Like,
I can't go.
Like I feel.
See, I definitely remember my last job. I was like, I can't do anything. I can't nothing. Ready to pay this rent out here. Shit.
You paid the rent late. I paid the rent late one time.
We only got to tell them everything.
It was like I paid the rent late one time. And it was like we got like a note on our door like y'all need to pay the rent otherwise y'all gonna get kicked out.
It was like it had been like 3 days or something, and they sent us that note. I was like, what?
And they was probably supposed to be doing that the whole time.
But they never had. It was like I paid the rent. I was like, oh well, obviously they don't care for real, so I'm paying a little bit late.
It's like
I did.
Therese was so funny because she was paying like $50, $72.
If I'm able, it's like when I know I got some money, I'm gonna put it on the rent. It's like I will pay half of it, and our rent is not that high.
It's not high.
So it's like I would pay $250 and be like, okay, well this week I got $75, and then I'm gonna pay the rest of it right here. I'm gonna pay that last little.
So then one time I paid the rent late. They put a note on the door like y'all need to pay it, and then we got like a late fee, and I was like, Therese, this is your fault. Like we.
Well, I had already gotten a late fee before, so that wasn't the first.
But not that many.
I had that was probably like the third late fee.
Yeah, but you had paid the rent more than three times.
But that's not what this is about on your term.
Oh, we got the note. I think the note was probably because it's like y'all gonna keep doing this.
Right. I ain't paid the rent late since then.
I haven't paid the rent late either. That was really a mistake. It was like a misunderstanding. But they really put a note on our door like it was something. It wasn't an extra fee. It was something that I was like, we got this because you paid the rent late.
I mean, there was a late fee on there. It was like,
is that what it was?
Yeah, it was like $70. Oh. Or when they raised the rent?
I don't know. I know that there was something and we ended up splitting it because I was like, this is because of you.
Yeah, I mean, I split it even though my rent was on time. Because
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to act like, the first time they did give us and I used.
First few times.
No, they didn't give us a few. The first time they gave us, after that, they started sending us bills. And they'd be like, you owe $60. And I'm like, from what?
I feel like,
and then I would pay it.
You paid it more than they gave you late fees.
Probably. No, I don't know. they sent a bill once, and I looked it over, and I was like, here's the late fee. Here's the late fee. I feel like I was just paying late fees and didn't know what I was doing. And it was like how I was paying the rent was offsetting the fee. So it's like I didn't notice. And so it was like, it was weird. But they was charging me late fees.
Because
that first month they gave me, though.
What'd you say?
That first month they gave me.
You was like, no, they was charging me like, I'm dead. It was just hilarious the way that you used to pay the rent. But it'd be like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be like that for real.
It was like, I know I get paid in 2 weeks, and that's when I'm going to have the money.
It's like 2 weeks. Like,
yes.
2 weeks after the first.
Right. They gave you to the 5th, and then after that, I need them 2 weeks sometimes.
I mean, it'd be like that. That's why I said it's important to know your, cause it would like if you didn't tell me that you've been paying the rent like that. Mm-hmm. Another thing, Therese gets alerts when I pay the rent, which I don't really like.
It's not an alert; it's an email.
An email, but can you imagine if I got emails when you were paying the rent like that? You was like, you paid $72 today.
I mean, if you was questioning me about it all the time, that would be weird. But I would just assume you would get that and be like, now she paid $72. But okay, as long as the rent is paid, I should be able to pay $1 a day. If that's what I feel like doing.
I guess I don't know why that just makes me chuckle. It's just funny. I feel like if it was something I didn't know, I would not want her to see that.
Yeah, if I had like a random roommate, I wouldn't want her to see that I was paying the rent like that.
No,
she'd be like, obviously she ain't got. It's 4 weeks late and you just not putting that last.
Late.
I'm just saying. It's 2 weeks late and you just not putting that last $50 on the rent. It's like, come on.
You said the late fee for throwing it off was the way I was paying it. That makes sense. Okay, so on to the next hot topics. I feel like that one was really long. Mm-hmm. So one thing that I hate, y'all, I hate when people are like flexing or like stunting for the gram or just like all of these things. So I just want to discuss.
You didn't see how wide my eyes got.
What?
That you hate flexing?
I don't like
It's like, I know that you don't like flexing, but when I think about it, and I think about the placement of objects,
it's like,
and
that's
I think
just
about
a joke. I tell people that.
Okay, so how do you know they're not flexing like that and telling their friend, check out these sunglasses?
No, like I said, podcast, y'all. We had two microphones out here.
Oh, and I didn't put both.
And one, right? We had two microphones out here, and obviously one of them does not work. So like,
it's not like it doesn't work, but we just didn't get the.
We don't have the device for it to work right now. So
right.
Only one of them is working. But initially, when we started YouTube, I was like, we should get two.
We should put both of these out.
That's what I said. But that is flexing. But it's like I don't have no problem telling people that it didn't work. Mm-hmm. That's like I feel like that's like remember when Megan Good did our sponsorship? She like posted us on her Instagram. Some people would have been like, yeah, we won, we just did the thing, and she reached out.
Right.
And it's like,
our podcast is just that good.
It's like, what? Like, you know what I mean?
Because I remember when people asking you, like, we bought this thing.
And I know, it took the thrill out of it. But it's like, why would I flex? I never have been like a flexer to the point where I'm gonna like not acknowledge that I'm trying to flex. And most of the time, I'm joking. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm not like, but some people will flex so hard, like. And I hate that. Don't act like I'm a flexer.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just.
Don't act like I'll be the type to buy a fake Michael Kors purse and be like, new purse.
Didn't I just say I'm not saying that?
Yeah, but you tried to call me out though.
Well,
I was joking. I had told Teresa to put our MacBook out because I was like, man, looks like we have some money.
You was joking, but you still was. Let's put it on this side of the table.
It's like because every YouTuber has
vital information on it.
Yeah, but every YouTuber has an iPad, so it's like or like a computer. It's like we don't even compete if we ain't got a laptop sitting on the table.
It's just like why can't people? We got enough MacBooks around here. We don't need to.
We do have a good amount of Apple products, but it's like. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It's like, I don't like when people, like, don't tell you that they do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stand it. And I hate guys who do that. I hate, like, have you ever, like, just watch someone's Snapchat and or Instagram story or whatever, and you'll be like, now you know you on the Cleveland Beach right now, and you really trying to flex like you in Mexico. That's
so weird.
I mean, they might not put Mexico. Now, if you put Mexico, it's like, I can't trust you.
Right, because you're a straight line. I'm like,
some people will be like, just living my best life. And it's like, bro, you took like a 3-minute drive from your house to that beach.
But to me, is that really flexing? It's like, I could be living my best life on the Cleveland Beach.
I feel like you need to talk about it like that then. Don't be acting like you just out
So if they would have said, I'm living my best life,
you don't gotta
hashtag Cleveland Beach. Cleveland Beach
it's not even a hashtag. I think it's just your vibe. It's something about like a certain vibe. Like I just remember my friend one time. He even told me, he's like, you need to flex because you be leaving, you be flying a lot, so you need to flex. That's what he said.
Like why?
And he was like, but I don't think it's the hashtag. I think it's just your vibe. Like, are you on the Cleveland Beach acting like you just doing the darn thing? Don't do that.
Yeah.
It's like if you're on the Cleveland Beach and you like, oh my God, I love the beach. I'm not mad at that. I just feel like some people just do the most. And then sometimes you'll meet people and you'll be like, you are nothing. like the way you post.
Like how you be
You're
posting
actually a
on
little
Instagram.
dry. Yeah.
Mm.
I don't like that at all. There's a lot of people. I just don't like when people try to make themselves seem special.
Now you just cracked up to yourself and moved on.
Cause I ain't about to talk about that on the podcast. It was a picture I showed you last week, and I was like, "Now is this picture doing the most, or am I just doing the most?"
Oh.
I was like, "Now."
That's really funny. Yeah.
I was like, "Why did you post this?" Like we're supposed. I don't know. I feel like some people like want
See what I'm
validation
doing.
so bad. It's
So
like
they can be like, "Oh my gosh, is this where you work? Is this where you whatever?"
I feel like that makes you so inauthentic.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. It's just like
That really. Like,
that type of
makes my
recognition
skin
is
crawl.
just not that serious. It's like
It just makes me uncomfortable. Like I don't know if I want to know you.
mm-hmm.
Like I don't know. Something about like that thirst for attention just makes me like.
cringy.
Yeah, something about it makes my skin crawl. It's like, why are you lying? It's like I think because it's like it comes off like, and I feel like 20-somethings do that.
Mm-hmm. Because we want everybody to think our lives are a little bit better than they are.
I mean, I understand showcasing the good side of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Because who wants to put them being
But
pressed on the gram?
Spinning.
Spinning it is the issue. Why are you spinning it?
Sometimes you gotta spin what's okay and make it seem like it's
That's
great.
like, so, no,
I'm
this is a great example.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying that that's what I want to do.
Right.
I'm just saying that that's what people.
I don't
probably
like the
think.
spinning at all.
People are like, "Oh, I'm spending the day on the Cleveland beach. Oh, let me spend this like I'm just having the time of my life. Like I just took a fresh trip straight to my private beach in Jamaica, and this is how I'm living."
That just made me think about like when we, Therese picked our hotel for Philadelphia. Therese she picked a hotel like not in a rough area, but it wasn't a great area.
Okay. Preface this with I did not select
We
that.
talked about that on the last episode.
Whatever.
You didn't pick it.
Make sure.
It's what is it?
It was randomly selected for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have picked that hotel.
But it's like there were certain angles at that hotel that you probably could have been like, click clack. But it's like, no, girl.
Right.
Like if someone would have saw the outside, they would have been like, that don't do the most.
Right. Girl.
But yeah, you could have hit a certain angle.
If you would have put some pictures up on Instagram and had somebody meet you at your hotel, they'd be like, okay, I guess.
Right.
That's what you want to go for.
Right. I don't know. That just really, I don't know why. I don't know what it about
Don't
it is
flex, guys.
that makes me just cringe. It's like, I don't know. I feel like you need to be authentic. Like, just be yourself.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like I get, like, being, like, happy.
Mm-hmm.
I get, like, you putting smiles up or, like, you being on a vacation somewhere. But it's like, when you putting up on a vacation, and it's just, like, everyone knows the type of people I'm talking about. It's not someone posting a vacation. It's the way that you post it. It's just something about it. And then when I meet you, you try to act like you're just better than you. Not better than you are. You just try to act like you're just so cool. And it's like, stop.
It's so cool.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like this one dude I know. It's like you think you're just so special, and it's like you become less special because you act like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my hot topic, y'all. It just grinds my gears.
That's what grinds your gears. Peter River.
I don't know why. It really does though. It just really gets me. It makes me annoyed. All right. So the article. I'll hurry up because
you got a quiz.
I do have to take a quiz. That's not what I was trying to say. Dang, I had the article open. Okay. His name is Jeffrey Owens. Did you ever say his name?
No. I saw his name up there. I'm sorry. Gosh.
It's like he looks the same, but he's really gotten older.
I feel like the salt and pepper beard makes him look a little bit older.
You think? I feel like the salt and pepper beard can really work for some people.
Why did I so think you saw a picture of his beard being all gray, and you're gonna be like, it don't look like there's any pepper left in there.
That's not like what you was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what I would have said. Go ahead.
Don't be mean.
What? No, I mean
he just looks different.
There's nothing wrong with a gray beard.
Same. A gray beard? No.
Yeah.
Well, it's all about how you keep it growing. So some brothers look really good with a salt and pepper beard.
Yeah.
It says, so Jeffrey Owens could be making a return to TV after quitting his job at Trader Joe's. Last week, the Daily Mail and Fox News published photos snapped by a shopper of the Cosby Show alum bagging groceries at Trader Joe's in New Jersey. Owens, who worked at the grocery store for 15 months, first took the job because he wanted flexibility in order to stay in the entertainment business. He's since quit over all the attention. But his unemployment period might not be for too long. On Tuesday, filmmaker Tyler Perry offered Owens, 57, a job at on an OWN drama. Jeffrey Owens, I'm about to start shooting OWN's #1 drama next week. Come join us, Perry tweeted. I have so much respect for people who hustle between gigs, he continued, the measure of a true artist. Oh, he was on Good Morning America? What?
Yeah,
When did they have time for all of this? I feel like the pictures just dropped.
The internet is fast, Krista.
Good Morning America is fast too. That's excellent.
Right. It says Tuesday because that was this morning.
Like what? Right. It says appearing on
Pictures
Good
dropped
Morning.
last night and they say, come on down
dropped
now.
on like Sunday.
Well, probably.
And he was on Good Morning America. Like, do he even live in New York?
Yeah, I'm in New Jersey.
Oh, okay, so he was able to get there. I'm like,
they didn't fly him out from Nevada.
Okay. It says appearing on Good Morning America on Tuesday, Owens, who played Elvin Thibodeau on The Cosby Show from 1985 to 92, said he was really devastated at first after the photos came out until celebrities and fans alike jumped to his defense on social media. The period of devastation was so short because so shortly after that, the responses my wife and I read them, in parentheses, and unfortunately, the shame didn't last very long, he said. It's amazing. It's really overwhelming in a good way, he continued. I kind of feel like the character in the Woody Allen movie that wakes up on one morning and he's a celebrity all of a sudden. It came out of nowhere. I really want to thank everybody out there for the incredible support, the amazing support and positivity that they've shown me. It's quite astounding. Owens added that there's been all kinds of interest in the past few days, but he wouldn't feel comfortable getting acting jobs from this event. I wouldn't mind getting auditions, but I wouldn't feel comfortable with someone giving me a job because this happened, he said. I want to get a job because I'm the right person for the job.
That
was good.
Yeah.
That made me happy.
Yeah, that makes sense. You know, you don't want just a bunch of people. Oh, we want you to be in this, and you don't know how my acting skills are right now.
Why do I feel like you would be like, I'll take the job?
I mean, I need money now.
I would be extra too. That made me think about the girl in America.
Yes.
No, I would be like, I wouldn't be extra. I would be like, I want an audition.
No.
That makes me think about the girl in American Next Top
Model.
Remember, she didn't win, but like the other girl got eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And you would be like, I'm the winner.
Winner of Cycle 10. I would have been in there.
I would have been like, runner-up kind of winner. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like, I don't know. If that never aired, I don't know if I would be telling people I didn't win.
Oh, no, of course not. If it didn't air, I think I'd be.
I'd probably tell my parents, though.
I mean, yeah. I tell people I know. I'd be like.
But it's like word can spread, you know? Unless when I tell somebody, they go to work and be like, she didn't really win. It was really supposed to be that other girl. Just like you know. And it's like.
I feel like it wouldn't spread for real, though. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was good. I like that the fact that he was on Good Morning America really just blew me. I read that earlier, but they really brought him out there? Like, what?
Yeah, I told you I heard him talk. I'm assuming that's where that clip was from.
Good for him, though. I like that he said, I hope he goes into Tyler Perry's movie. Mm-hmm. That probably would be good for him. I don't know what he would play, like a dad or something.
Probably a dad. He could play an old uncle.
An old uncle?
I just think about uncles being kind of young.
I wonder how old he is.
I don't know. I mean, I probably could look it up.
He's kind of old.
Probably.
I don't know. But yeah, that was just the art. It was a quick article. I really just wanted to like to talk about it a little bit because I thought it was dope. I like the end. I like when he said, "I'll take an audition." Mm-hmm. He's like, "I'm not about to be too prideful." What is it? Not prideful, but like some people be like, "Oh no, yeah, I think it's prideful." Like, "Oh no, I don't want anything." It's like, no
help.
No, don't do that. But I did like that he was like,
don't just throw.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna take anything.
But some auditions, sure.
Yeah. So I hope he gets something. I wonder what he's been doing over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, I told Teresa, I was like, them Cosby Show checks probably hurt him. I'm being for real.
And like I said, they didn't take it off Hulu. It's still on there.
That show was on a lot of channels. It was on Century. It was on a lot of channels. Right. It's like he really probably lost some money.
Well,
about 15 months ago was when them checks probably started doing
Bill Cosby probably.
That's literally.
Should be sending them checks. Did he say he's been working there 15 months?
Yeah. I wasn't being shady. I was just.
No, it's just funny.
He probably was
I didn't catch that, and then I was like.
He probably was like, I need to get some more money because this is about to be a problem.
What do they call them? Residuals? I don't know.
I can't think. I know the word you're talking about. When you like reruns.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember.
Yeah, like Friends and stuff. Shoot, Jennifer Aniston's gonna be rich forever.
Friends be on all the time.
It's on so many channels.
And it's like a show now.
Like Friends and the big. I feel like Kaylee Kuko is paid so much money.
She used to be one of the highest paid actresses.
I don't know. They put out a list.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh, that was a big thing. They put out a list about women actresses. I'm pretty sure she's probably at the top.
Well,
Not
go
the
ahead.
top. I mean, I guess I feel like she's probably overpaid a little.
Probably.
Bit. But
Shows you didn't so.
I don't know. I mean, but she makes a lot of money. She makes a lot of money, and I feel like he probably was like this Cosby Show stuff don't really mess me up. He was in a fair amount of those episodes.
Yeah.
So it's like
You was.
yeah, he probably a good. That's like Becky on Roseanne. It's like she probably needed those checks. You know what I'm saying? It's like certain characters where it's like I haven't seen them making big checks now.
Right.
So it's like
Because like Darlene's been doing other stuff.
yeah, Darlene's been on a bunch of stuff, and you know
DJ probably needs them checks too.
DJ probably do need them checks, and she messing people up. That's what I'm saying. Just like what's her name? Tempest, Vanessa. She need them checks. She hurting. She like, you know what? Cosby, what are you doing?
It's like, see, you cutting up and you causing us to lose
I
money.
wonder if the Cosby Show will come back and bring back everything else.
Nah, let's not do that.
You said don't do it.
Yeah.
He could, God forbid, he could pass away. It wouldn't be crazy if they brought him back and he just passed away.
But I feel like he was too much of the show. And just like Roseanne, I feel like we're going to see how that's going to work out.
I feel like it'll still be good. I'm gonna watch
It's like the new season wasn't even that good with her on it.
it. It
So
really
it's
wasn't.
like,
But I'm still watching. It wasn't amazing. It might be better without her on it.
it might.
I
I mean,
feel like
I
she-
watched the first episode, definitely.
She overacted. I don't know. I feel like
In the
her
new
acting,
season?
her
Yeah.
acting was too much. It wasn't that
Makes
great.
me want to watch some Roseanne. I think I'll watch that before we're done.
Yeah, her acting wasn't that great to me. So I was like, eh. But yeah, lastly we can do Godspiration. What?
Nothing.
When I go to church, I usually take notes. So, I thought you were chuckling.
It's just like, you want me to be doing something so bad.
I don't know. I thought you were like.
It's like, I didn't laugh. I didn't do nothing.
I don't know why I thought that, but yeah, I usually take notes. So over the weekend, we visit. You know, I wanted to go to church when I'm out of town. I try to go to church every week. So we were still out of town, but we found a really good church. Because Teresa's bougie. Like we get because I showed her. You bougie for 2 occasions. We went to. They had a Black History Museum in the middle of downtown. And then they had another Black History Museum that we went to that was in the hood, and we get there, and Therese was like,
First of all, it was closed.
It was closed, and Therese was like,
But it was in a rough area. It was in a rough area. You can't act like it wasn't rough.
Therese for real, like, was like, I don't know, she literally said, I don't know why you picked this place. And I was like, excuse me. Then we went to the Whitewash Museum downtown. It actually wasn't whitewashed, it just was slightly offensive.
It was a little offensive. They had some narratives or whatever they were doing. It was
Just like the acting seemed like mocking.
Yeah.
It seemed like acting.
And they were very overacting.
Therese was like,
Old slave woman.
Wait, do the voice that you said.
I can't remember how I did.
You was like, they over here like Messa was a good man.
Right, because he's the lady talking about some, she lost her vision in 96. And she just like, Messa was a good man. He let me quit when I was 96.
And it's like
and
her
I
acting
went
was
fishing
just...
every day. Caught him perch and shade. And I was just like, girl, why are you doing all
It's like
this?
her acting was too much.
It was.
It was just like, girl, I don't know. It was just like, it made it seem like how we're doing it.
It made it seem like they were making fun of it more than it was like, let me give these
Like
slaves
a real
some dignity
depiction.
and be like,
yeah. There you go. That's a good word, dignity. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah. So Therese was bougie about that. She's like, I don't know why you picked this place. It was closed, but I walked up there just to see, and it was closed.
we thought that the answering machine, which said that they were closed, would be enough. But Crystal went to double check.
But and Therese was just so bougie. But
then she takes it to a church that looks like a trailer in front of a house. The picture is not flattering, so you can't even act like it was.
After church, I go, let me take a picture because this was really good. Therese goes, you might want to take a picture on the inside.
Right.
It's like, but the church was really good.
The church was good. It's just the look.
It's like when it was between that church and another church.
The other one started too early.
And Therese, I feel like you would have went to the other one if they started at the same time.
Oh, definitely. All right, we wouldn't even got to see how good that one was because I would have been like, yeah, we can go to that one.
You were literally like, did you see these pictures of this place? And I was like, yes.
Because I was like, maybe she didn't see and she just heard that they were. I was like, and you still decided to even
my
show
church
this to
here
me?
is in the hood. It's like,
Kristen,
that don't mean it's
I didn't been in that church.
My church?
Yeah. Yes.
Here? That church is in the hood.
But I've seen the outside of the church.
Oh, you had a problem with the outside of the church down there.
Yes. That's why I asked you about the pictures. It's
I feel like the
this
building
was
was
like a trailer.
fine. The building was fine.
As soon as we walked in, you said the building smelled. First of all,
No, it did smell the whole time.
it did.
Like I was like, this scent is a little strong. I thought that was. I was like, I feel like I'm surprised that no one's gonna acknowledge it. You know,
Maybe it smells like that every week, and I just like
it
that's
just
the smell of the
smelled like
place.
the bathroom. And it was really strong.
I feel kind of mean talking about this church. So
I mean, I thought it was the only thing I had. You talking about the church? The only thing I have said was that it smelled a little rough. So it's like, is that bad? It did smell rough. I feel like anybody who walked in there would say that. The pastor probably knew that. Super nice pastor. Added him on Facebook and everything.
He did.
Yeah, wasn't that the pastor?
Oh, I didn't think. I thought that other guy was.
Oh, that wasn't the pastor.
I thought he was just he played the drums.
Don't make him sound so bad. I feel like he was important though.
Oh,
They
I mean, I don't
brought us
know.
over to him.
Yeah.
I don't know. But regardless, yeah, it was just funny because Therese, you know, don't judge a book by its cover is what I'm saying, because
It just makes me think about that lady walking that dog.
Teresa, we roll up and she's just looking around like, are we really?
Where are we?
Like, because we're in Philly. It's not. I mean, we probably could have went to a more like prominent church where that all the tourists go. But we went to like a local church. Like, so yeah, we roll up and Teresa's looking like, what is this? And then like she's like, look, that lady is walking a skunk, and then she's like, you so bougie for that, because she knew if that lady
Nobody
was
was walking no skunk, but the dog looked skunk-like.
I think that she was already like had a head.
And it was just like, maybe there's a skunk over there, and then I saw a leash, and I was like, it looked like that lady is walking a skunk.
I think your headspace was just like, where are we?
Definitely.
So like, if you would have been in like a nice area, you would have been like, that's a small dog.
Like, the dog is so small. But that's not where I was.
But yeah, so basically, it was funny because we get in there and the praise and worship was getting me together, but Teresa was like, I'm glad
we were already late, and I thought it was gonna be over.
I love praise and worship. I will say, y'all, I really believe that. I truly believe in my heart that if you continue to go to church, you'll want to experience it all. Like, if you find a good church, not just any church, but if you find a church that you're like, wow, like I love this church, I want to grow here, I want to like get closer to God here, I feel like eventually you'll want every piece of the pie there. You know, like, because I really, like, I started going just on Sunday because it was like, I should go to church. Then I started going to Bible studies. Then I started being like, I should really go to praise and worship too. Like, because I used to come in when the pastor started too. But I feel like eventually your soul just starts to want everything that church can offer you. So the praise and worship was really good. And then they were like, they're going to be doing a relationship panel, which initially I was like, I'm not really in the mood for that, you know?
Right.
Because I was like, I was really here to see the pastor talk, you know, but it was the relationship panel. It was really just a couple. It wasn't even really a panel, but they were really good. They were really good, and they gave a lot of like practical advice. But yeah, you could just tell they were really filled with God and filled with the Spirit, and it was amazing. So one thing that the guy said that I thought was amazing, and I want to just talk about it a little bit because it was about finding a wife. So it's my relationships. I feel like people like this topic when it comes to God. You know. Have you ever noticed that on YouTube, y'all, whenever you look at sermons, the relationship ones and the sex ones get way more views than the purpose ones?
That's kind of funny.
Well, I mean, they definitely do, but it was just like, but yeah, so he pretty much said, the guy who was talking, he said, a man who is aware of what God has for you, when he said a man has to be aware of what God has for him. Otherwise, when he sees the woman God has for him, he won't be able to know it. He won't be able to receive it, and he won't be able to even treat her accordingly. So I thought that was really good because he gave the example of like Adam seeing Eve, like when he's, God knew that Adam needed a mate. He literally said, "You need a helper. You need someone." And Adam received it. Adam was able to walk with Eve, and I think that basically he was saying that a lot of times that's why I feel like it's so important to date someone who's equally yoked, because otherwise I feel like you're just gonna get frustrated. I think there are some couples where it just works. I think some couples are like, God, you honestly feel in your spirit like that might be who God called you to be. But I mean, the Bible is quite clear when it says be with someone who's equally yoked to you. So, but I have seen couples where it works, but for the most part, I don't think it works very well. And I don't think that's like should be something that you look for. If it happens and you feel led to that, that's another thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so basically he was saying like you need to be with someone who has his eyes set on God, because if your eyes set on God and his isn't, like he said, when that man, you want a man, if you are really devout and you are really praising the Lord, you live in a certain lifestyle, you are really trying to have God's best for you, you want a man who sees you in the eyes that, you want a man who sees his wife as God basically he who has heard word from God that you are his wife. You want a man who talks like that. You want a man who sees the God in you. You know what I'm saying? And who like has felt God's spirit in that relationship, because that's what you deserve. I mean, aside from like you want to, it's like that is what you deserve. If you are a woman, you know, after God, after Jesus' heart, it's like you absolutely deserve a man who's after Jesus' heart as well. And he has that discernment to be able to say, that woman is different. She's not just a pretty face. She's not just, you know, just like a good woman, quote unquote, or coming off like a Proverbs 31. It's like, no, like that really, she's different. That is my wife. You want a man who looks at you like that, who has that vision. And that's why it's so important when he said that, because he was basically saying you need to date a man with his eye on God, because if his eye is not on God, he won't even be aware that you're his wife. And I think as 20-somethings, a lot of times we are looking for our spouses. Now, if you're not, disregard this message. You know what I'm saying? But at the same, but a lot of people are out here dating people who have no intention of marrying them, even though you're at a point where you want to date someone that will want to marry you. So you shouldn't do that. Don't settle. You know what I'm saying? Don't settle. I don't know. I feel like you want someone who sees you as God sees you. Because the couple that we were looking at, he said something. He's like, I'm like a God, and she was like, you are like a God to me, because it's like he's the closest thing to God to her, if that makes sense. Like it's like because God literally put them together. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like God was like, that's what I think a true soulmate is someone that God has said, I've picked this person to help you on your purpose and come together so you guys can, you know, do life and grow into each other. And I feel like when you that's only something God can do. You know what I'm saying? So like if you've seen God work in other ways, you need to trust God that he can also work in relationships. And I'm honestly speaking to myself, but I think that it's important that, you know, like that you get you a man who is fully aware of like God. On top of that, he also was talking about like if you get a man who's aware of what God is, he'll be aware of his purpose. He'll be aware of like what he has in his future. You know what I'm saying? Like his mind is not thinking so short term. He's thinking more long term. He has his eye on the future. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important because he understands that God is working for him. You know, and on behalf of him, and he wants to be with a woman who can work with God, who can also come together with God and hear God's voice as a unit and move in purpose. Like I feel like that's really important. I think a lot of times people don't. They just want. I don't know. I feel like relationships are just so annoying and so hard, and just like, you know, like just dating in general, because it's like, because your flesh, it's just like because it's flesh. You know, it's like he looks good and he's funny and he's nice, and sometimes that can really just drive you to do other things. But it's like you got to make sure that you're equally yoked, because you don't want to miss out on. You don't want to miss great because you couldn't give up good. Mm. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, that's pretty much all he said. He basically was just saying like when you have a man, when you have a man who is aware of God, his mind is just completely different. Basically, it's like he's open to the idea that he's looking for his wife. I won't say he's looking for his wife. Not all men are. All godly men aren't, because some men are in a season of singleness, like for real, intentional singleness. But like he might be looking, when he is looking, and when he sees you, and if he's gonna know, he's gonna pursue you differently than a man who doesn't know that you're his wife. He just gonna think you a cute girl. Mm-hmm. It's just like, you know, it's like when a guy likes you, it's like he'll definitely try to pursue you, but he's not gonna pursue you like somebody who God told is his wife. So I feel like you should wait. You should wait for that. And I also think that if a man is listening, you know, you should really just press into God to try to be that person. If you don't feel like you even have that connection with God, then don't date right now. Just try and like, you know, like just really get close to God so you can start to hear that voice, and then you'll be aware of his purpose and what he has in his life, what God has in your life for you, and you'll be able to start to see that, you know, that seed flourish. And when it's time, God will point out that woman. So yeah, that's all.
All right,
guys. Yeah. All right. So
another episode down.
Yep. So guys, don't forget, follow us on social media. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook as well. SoundCloud, yes. Subscribe us on iTunes. We are on Stitcher as well.
Yeah, we are. If you haven't left us a review, go ahead and do that.
Yeah,
you know,
leave
that
us a
helps.
review for real. But also, guys, I will say, if you aren't listening to our, if you aren't receiving our newsletters, I would definitely say to receive our newsletters. If you like the Godspiration, if you just like the Godspiration, if you like the hot topics, if you like all of this, the newsletters really just put all of that into one in a quick newsletter, and it's fun.
Comes out every Monday.
Yeah, it comes out every Monday. We really do put work into it. Like, it's a good little newsletter. We don't give you the basic entertainment that everyone's talking about. We give you some stuff that's like, oh wow, I hadn't heard about that yet, you know, or it's like, oh, let me read more about that, you know. We give you guys things that are touching, you know, our lives with God. Right. So it's like,
give you a little glimpse, and you can click into any one of them to get a little bit more information.
Yeah, and if you a person who's like interested in, you know, the Godspiration, but you might not know where to go to get more information on that. That would be a great way, because that's how you get the content like that. Because like a lot of things that, I go to church weekly, and I love my church, and I love like the community and stuff. But a lot of times, a lot of the stuff that I speak from could be in reference to like sermons that I'm watching, or like just from knowing people. So we posted things on there about like groups to like get involved with, Christian lifestyle, like stuff like that, like just like certain bloggers, like just a lot. It's a lot of stuff that you can find. So if you like what you're hearing, especially, you should really check it out. Yeah,
get more.
Yeah, and we also always shout out a podcast as well that we would recommend you listen to.
Yeah.
So
someone other than us.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, it's been good, guys.
Yeah, it's been fun. So guys, we will see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks. 2 short weeks. Bye.
Bye.